were stupid, fluid, losing what we were.
Sweetie, did you seriously go another night without sleeping?
I can't sleep. Last time I did, I experienced an entire future that was ripped away from me.
I'm so sorry, Blake. I can't even imagine how hard all of this has been.
I still don't want to believe it. I mean, if all of it wasn't real, and it was all just some dream, then why do I remember every single detail so vividly?
Because everything you went through mattered to you. You didn't dream about a flying pig or some random nonsense like that. From the way it sounds, you lived an entire future that your brain contemplated. You experienced major moments, both good and bad.
I suffered so much hell, witnessed the most unimaginable events in my life, and I went through all that trauma for nothing.
You didn't deserve any of that. Or any of this. I don't know what trauma you had to go through, but you don't have to suffer through it alone. Me, your father, and your sister are all here for you, Blake. We're your safe place.
Sorry, Mom, but you and Dad weren't there for me for 7 years when I went through all of that. My wife was the one sheltering me and helping me through all my trauma. Same with my 2 kids. They were my safe place, and now they're gone. I'm done looking for any more safe places in my life.
Hey, I hope I didn't startle you.
You didn't.
Blake, I know you've been nothing but devastated after you woke up from that dream of yours. However, I do wish you would talk to us more about what you truly went through and how you're doing now that you're awake. I mean, you can't expect me, Mom, and Dad not to be curious on what you went through.
I already told you guys. I started a family and became a state trooper, which ended up with me being hit by a bozo behind the wheel of a black pickup truck.
We already know those details, but I know that's not everything you've experienced. There's more, and you don't want to tell us. You said Mom and Dad died? Well, how? And what happened to me?
Allison, please just stop grilling me all about this.
Ugh, fine. I see that hasn't changed about you. Even before you dealt with this dream, you never wanted to open up to me. I guess I just thought things would finally be different. Seems I was wrong.
Look, I know you've been going through a lot these past few weeks, but you can't be taking it out on this family.
I really don't want to talk about this right now, Dad.
I don't care. You owe both your mother and sister an apology. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, I know you don't want to talk about the full extent of what happened in that dream, but you know everyone in this house is going to want to know. Eventually you need to open up, especially since you mentioned about your mother and I dying.
I get that, and eventually I will, but currently I'm not ready to open up. I just want you guys to respect that decision, and give me the time I need. None of you had to go through what I went through. I was the one who spent an entire life building a future for me and my family, and who went through heartbreak and loss. Now I'm told that all of that was for nothing and everything was a lie from the start, and I'm expected to move on and be comfortable with that reality?
You're right. You shouldn't be expected to move on so easily. However, you also should not be going through this alone. I know there isn't a single thing that can make all of this easier, but you seriously think you can go through this alone without going insane?
Not really.
Look, my advice, embrace the pain. I know not a single soul can help you cope with this, but like I said, you also can't go through this alone. Only thing I recommend is to take things one step at a time. Starting tomorrow, go to school, and later, build yourself up to spend time with your family and friends. Then eventually, start telling us small details about the life you experienced in your dream. I recommend focusing on the happier memories at first, then eventually telling us everything. And that includes the bad things. Then in the future, after you're more mentally okay and have made peace with your old life and being gone, then you will finally be ready to build a new life and put all that knowledge and love you gain in your own life into this new one.
I can't promise this plan will work on me, but I'm willing to try.
I love you, son. And your mom and your sister love you as well. You may not want to accept it, but this house is your safe space. None of us are going to give up on you, and we won't abandon you. Me, your mother, and Allison got your back forever and always. I swear to you, my child, you are safe, you are loved, and you are going to get through this. I promise.
Hey, what's up, man? How was your summer?
To tell you the truth, not the greatest.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Do you want to talk about it?
You wouldn't believe me if I did tell you truthfully.
Come on, try me. It's real enough to bum you out, so just tell me.
I went through something called a lifetime dream.
The hell is that?
It's pretty much a type of dream where you live through an entire lifetime. You get married, have kids, grow a job, grow old, and even the moment you die. Every detail in that life you dreamt of, you remember once you wake up. And that's where literal hell sets in.
Shit, man. I don't know what to say. I've heard stuff like that happening to other people, but I genuinely just thought they were stories people made up. Because you know how online is with posting false stories. But I've known you for a majority of my life, and judging by how torn up you seem to be, and the fact that you usually wouldn't lie about something big like this, I think you're telling me the truth.
I appreciate that, even though I wish I was lying.
So, what do you remember from that life?
Well, I got married, had 2 kids named Riker and Amy. My wife's name was Jennifer. She was perfect, man. Super attractive, very kind, patient, and supportive. She was literally the type of woman any guy would have killed for.
Wow, that does sound like an amazing life to live.
It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I had my fair share of trauma, which only hurts me more knowing I lived through all of that shit, only for it all just be for nothing in the end.
I can't even imagine how you feel about all of this. You're stronger than I am, truth be told.
Why do you say that?
Because most people won't be able to handle the news that the life they lived was completely fake. I mean, losing loved ones is hard enough, but losing loved ones that turned out to be never real in the first place? Christ, I couldn't even imagine. I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to live that reality, let alone even try to live life normally afterwards. So the fact that you're here at school, trying to live life the best you can now, is honestly very respectable on your end.
Thank you, Wes. That means a lot to me. I just wish this was easier to get over. I lived through so much prosperity, but also so much hardship. It's all just too much to comprehend without me losing my mind.
What about her full name? I know you remembered her first name, but what about her middle and last name?
I know her name was Jennifer McClinton. I don't remember the middle name, only first and last.
Maybe you could search online for her? There's over 8 billion people on this planet, and I'm sure that several of them have that exact name. There could be a chance the Jennifer you know about actually exists, and maybe, just maybe, you could get in contact with her and see where things will lead to. If she's not already taken, of course.
I don't think she exists, Wes. I mean, what are the chances?
Well, you remember her so well. Every detail to be exact. So it doesn't hurt to try. Just use your memory of her to your advantage in your research. If she's truly out there, then you're bound to find her. If not, then what can you do, you know?
Fuck it. It's worth a shot. If there's a possibility of finding the woman I once loved and cherished, then I have to try and just take the risk. Because if I don't, then who knows if I'll get the chance again.
That's the spirit. I'll also help in any way I can with your research. Try Mindbook first. Then if that doesn't work, use any other social media you can think of.
I just hope all this research won't end up being for nothing. I want this girl to exist, and I want to have the chance to reclaim the future that was taken from me.
Everything will turn out okay. I'm sure of it. You just have to keep having hope that things will turn out okay in the end.